I used to be really afraid of making videos, and for a really long time, I was caged in by my fear of just being seen, sharing my ideas, and I was really trapped in that fear, and I didn't really know what to do. And I was always kind of afraid of the fear, and I was just stuck in there. It was a pretty interesting journey for me. And I've overcame that fear of being on camera and just sharing my ideas. And in this video, I'm going to show you how you can overcome your fear and what I understood about fear and what I learned through that whole journey of facing my fear. So, before I knew much about fear or anything about fear, I used to think that fear was just this thing that was out to get me. This thing inside my mind that was just trying to just put me down and just keep me down and not let me grow and be more than what I could be. So I thought it was this kind of monster inside of me, which it's not true. One thing I found out was that fear is actually just the guardian of your truth. And it took a lot of writing, it took a lot of reflection to really realize that. So when you're young, when I was young, you are yourself. Originally, you are yourself and you express yourself as how you are. And what begins to happen is that you get rejected for who you are, and that creates some kind of pain. So the mind, what it does is that it creates fear, so that way it protects you from further pain of being rejected for who you are, because it really does hurt to be rejected for who you are, because you're showing your true colors, your real self. And for people not to like you, for people to tell you that you are not enough, that you have to be a different way, fear comes to protect you because you don't know how to be there for yourself when you're young. So fear comes in to help you, so you do not experience any more pain. But the way out of fear is to do the thing that you should have done when you were being rejected, when people were telling you that you are not enough, that you have to be different. There's a key that will unlock that fearlessness inside of you. And all it is just being present, showing up for yourself in times of when you are yourself. Because when you don't show up for yourself, then you believe in what other people say to you about who you are. If you're genuinely being yourself and you let others get to you, that's really discouraging. But if you were to really be there for yourself in the present moment as how you are, then you wouldn't think much of it. You would just be like, well, it just feels good to be myself, and I'm going to continue being myself, and it's not going to be painful. You're going to have your own back. So that's the key to like really um outgrowing your fear, is you become the one that's going to be there for yourself instead of fear being there for you trying to protect you. So next time you want to do something and you have that fear stopping you. For me it was being on camera. Next time you have that fear, I want you to do something. I want you to be right in the middle of fear. Let fear be. Don't try to fight it. Don't think that there's anything wrong with you for feeling fear. Just accept everything that comes with fear. Accept the hotness you get in your face, that feeling of like you trying to run away, and just everything, the sensations of fear. Feel everything, accept everything. It's okay. Fear has its own place in your mind, and it could be there. And go in with that truth and just be there for yourself. And just continue to do it. Continue to do the thing that makes you scared. your truth, right? Whatever it may be. And if you do that long enough, you'll begin to see the beginning of fear and the end of that fear. And in that middle point, you'll begin to see yourself differently. If you were used to seeing yourself as someone that was like me, caged up by their own fear of being seen, then after a while, when you really begin to face your fear and really see evidence that maybe I'm not, or maybe you're not caged up as you thought you were, or as I thought I was, then your self image will begin to change naturally, because now you're seeing evidence of a new being born from presence. So, and that just begins to change you. So presence really does create a new self image. It creates a version of you that you would want to see, and it walks you from the beginning of fear to the end of it. And another thing that I want to point out is that fear never really goes away. It doesn't go away. The only thing that does go away is your past reactions to it. Fear will always be in your life, but the relationship you have with it will begin to change. And once you see that change, that relationship change with fear, then you begin to see yourself differently. Because I used to think that fear used to be this thing that was just holding me back and I had no other choice but to be held back. But now that I went through it with presence and accepted the whole fear, accepted everything that came with fear in the moment, staying put in fear without running away, I showed myself that I could still do this. I can still do this. Nothing bad is going to happen. If I just accept everything that comes with fear, I'm going to be okay. And now my relationship with fear has changed. I see it as a way of growth. I see it as a way of moving past the person that I was yesterday, and moving towards the person that I want to become tomorrow. And you you become less caged, and you just see it as a part of life. You just accept it for what it is, and you just move forward. And that's really what I found out about fear. And I hope this helped you. So, to make everything really simple, if you have any kind of fear, don't run away from it. Be in the middle of it, in presence, and accept everything that fear has to offer you, the sensations, the thoughts, the impulse of running away. Accept it. Just stay still, don't move, accept everything, and just watch what happens.